Good morning from the Dubai airport. We just wrapped filming a super fun series in the neighboring country of Oman. And this morning we are flying to our 107th country of Tunisia to witness history in the making. 350 days ago, this man started running north from the southernmost tip of Africa with the crazy dream of being the first person to ever run the full length of the continent of Africa.
My name's Russ Cook and I'm attempting to become the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa.
We were lucky enough to be introduced to his journey early on. Last year, as we were attempting to flight board across the English Channel, our friend Louis introduced us to his mission. And that's when he was just crossing the border from South Africa to Namibia. We've been following his journey ever since then, and for almost a year now, we've watched him run close to 10,000 miles through 14 or 15 different countries. Since most of our audience is based in the US, to put the length of this run in perspective, that's like running across the US 3 times, except add in 10 times more logistical complications.
So things took a turn for the worse and you were held up at gunpoint.
He was confronted by men with machetes, then driven 7 hours into the jungle.
At times, his odds of finishing have looked bleak. We've watched him pee blood multiple times, run with food poisoning more times than I can count. His team was robbed at gunpoint, cars have broken down, border crossings have gone wrong, but somehow he has always managed to keep moving north. Over the course of the last 350 days, he has run close to 10,000 miles, which means he's averaged over 28 miles per day. That is over a marathon a day for just shy of an entire year. And tomorrow, Russ is going to be running his final marathon that will end at the northernmost point in Africa, making him the first person in history to run the entire length of Africa.
352 days, more than 10,000 miles across 16 countries. He's here. The hardest geezer, Russ Cook, he's finally crossed the line.
And he's raised over £870,000 for charity during the Epic Challenge.
So about a month ago, Russ put an open invitation on the internet for anyone to join him running his final marathon. So today, we are heading to Tunisia with 3 goals. Goal number 1, attempt to run a marathon with very little training.
Nay, not me.
Goal number 2, we just want to amplify what Russ has done. I think it's absolutely amazing. He deserves 1 million subscribers or more. So if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to his channel and then go back to the beginning and watch the journey because it has been absolutely crazy.
He is literally my hero.
And goal number 3 is to help Russ raise more money for charity. He's trying to raise £1 million through this run. We will personally be donating, and if you want to as well, we will leave a link in the description below.
All right, this is home sweet home for the next 6 hours.
It's going to be in a hole. Nevertheless, we are actively working on it. Thanks for your understanding and patience. We're going to try our best to make up time during the flight. In the meantime, sit back and we'll keep you posted any changes. Thank you.
All right, fueling up for the marathon with only the healthiest ingredients. I don't think this meal is on anyone's recommended marathon diet plan.
I'm attempting to become the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa. This is where I started.
6 hours later, we have just landed in our 107th country of Tunisia. Feels great to be in a new country and maybe even better to be back in Africa. I think this is our first time on the continent in almost 3 years. We spent the majority of that flight watching old videos of Russ running, and it was just such a great reminder of so much that he has overcome to get to where he is now. It felt like every episode he was either vomiting, something was growing on his foot, a visa was getting denied so he wasn't able to go to a new country. Like, the fact that he has made it to Tunisia is a miracle.
Some days I wake up and I'm like, Russ is still running.
Oh, it's heavier than I remember. All right, we are officially in the country. Time to find our rental car.
Nice. Amazing.
Wow, I hope the weather feels like this tomorrow, but that's not what the forecast is showing. 90 degrees and sunny for the run is what it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, sun's hot. Think about how many days in a row Russ has been running in this weather. You can do it for 1 day.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Coming from me, who is doing nothing.
All right, from here we have an hour-and-a-half drive to the finish line. Oh, I'm so glad you got snacks. Let's see what driving in Tunisia is like. So this video is actually posting out of order. We just finished 2 weeks overlanding Oman, driving this massive Unimog. It was incredible, and we are so excited to share that series with you. But being in this tiny car feels so weird.
It actually, I feel like I'm sitting on the ground.
Yeah, it feels unsafe. We're posting this video out of order because we felt like this is like an actual event that's occurring in time, like history is being made, so we wanted to post it as close to the historic day as possible. Lanes are definitely more of a suggestion here.
It's literally an intersection with zero signage whatsoever.
Whoever sticks their nose out and gets it in front of the other person. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was very nice.
Oh, yay.
It's like a police check. All right, we made it through.
We made it. He pulled over the car in front of us and the car behind us. Honestly, if you dropped me here and said, "Where are you?" I would say Tuscany.
I'm actually really glad that the finish line isn't in Tunis and we have to drive to it because we only have 2 short days in the country, and this is a great way to see a little bit more of it. It was an adventure, but we made it.
So blue. Wow.
Tunisia.
Who knew?
What a view. The temperature feels amazing.
There's a camel.
And there's camels on the beach. So this is Home Sweet Home for the next 2 nights. Quick tour. The room is quite a bit bigger than I expected.
Yeah,
We've got a table, a couch.
Look at this huge bed.
Sounded a bit hard.
Real quick, before we go any further, let me say a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video and making this crazy adventure possible. Hi, Hank!
Hi! What baby doing?
He's taking a nap. Russ has been super open about his mental health journey. You okay?
Yeah.
And a few years ago, he was going through a really challenging time before running literally changed his life. So now a big part of his life mission is helping other people overcome hard times as well. I think it's so cool when people are raw and vulnerable about their struggles on the internet, because who knows how many people Russ has helped through his story. So I want to be a part of spreading the word that it is okay to not be okay, and that therapy is awesome and it can really help you get through whatever you're facing right now. Thankfully, BetterHelp makes it so easy to get started because BetterHelp is 100% online therapy. They have a network of over 35,000 licensed professional therapists, meaning you could talk to your therapist from anywhere. Right, Wyatt? All you have to do to get started is answer a few questions about yourself on BetterHelp's website, and they'll match you to a therapist who they think best meets your specific needs. Then you can talk to them however you feel most comfortable, whether that's a phone call, a video chat, or messaging. But if for some reason you don't feel like it's a good fit, no problem. It's easy and free to switch to someone new. So if therapy sounds like something you'd benefit from, go to betterhelp.com/KNN or choose Kara and Nate during sign up to get a special discount off your first month of therapy. Okay, back to Tunisia.
Good morning. Today is the day, and I think it is finally sinking in what I signed myself up for. What an incredible morning. Sunrise is beautiful. The birds are chirping. The weather could not be more perfect. It's gonna be a good day to run. You didn't miss much last night. The plan was just to have a relaxing night. We decided to go on a little sunset walk and then walked way too far because the further we went, the more beautiful the town got. This town is stunning. And then last night I ate some carbs because I think that's what you're supposed to do before a marathon. So we are here to highlight Russ's achievement. I don't want to turn this video on me, but just for a second, I was looking at my Strava, which is the app that I use to track my runs. I have run 26.6 miles this year. Normally I have a pretty consistent running routine, so showing up to do something like this wouldn't be crazy, but this year that just hasn't happened, and yeah, this is like the least in shape I've been in 4 years. I bought this backpack in Dubai a few days ago before we left. I've never used it before. This is probably dirty and should have been clean, but I don't have time for that. And I have done one what I would consider training run a week ago, the night that I booked our flights here. 7 days out, figured now would be a good time to go run for the first time in a month. Probably about as much as I've run the entire year, if I'm being honest. I just finished my one training run. All I know is that I ran for about an hour. All right, see you in a week, Russ. That was 6 miles. I've never run with a backpack. I don't normally run with water, but I also normally don't run marathons. So we're gonna try it out. Watching Russ's video, I saw he always had a backpack on. Wow, this holds so much. That feels so unnecessary. What do you think? Should I fill this up all the way? That's so heavy. Just keeping cool is the issue.
I would. You're in Tunisia. I feel like it's gonna get really hot.
So this bag can hold 2 liters. This holds half a liter. This holds half a liter. So I'm bringing 3 liters of water, which feels insane. I guarantee I'm gonna end up pouring this out. There's no way I'm drinking all this. I really went back and forth on whether or not I was gonna come, and I was really mad at myself that I hadn't kept myself in better shape this year, because that was the thing that was holding me back, was like, I wasn't sure if I could do this. But you know, I figured if Russ can run across the entire length of Africa, I can show up and run a marathon, maybe. Literally took the tags off of this morning.
You actually need to stretch though. Yeah, I probably should. And that's what I've done yet.
Ready? I'm having like secondhand nerves for you now.
All right. Woo! We're doing it. I'm so nervous. It's funny, like this is such a massive deal for me, like going and running a marathon with basically no training, but it's just another day for Russ. Like he's probably gonna wake up, eat some candy, and I've been like thinking about what I've been putting in my body for the last 24 hours.
Did you get any more sweeties from the shop the other day or no? Oh, I think I am.
So it's not just Russ that's traveled the entire length of Africa. He has a small crew with him, a couple editors, a cameraman, a couple logistics guys. There are a lot of other people who deserve credit for this, especially in the documentation. And these editors have pulled off a heroic feat. We are watching the last video of the series right now, which pretty much brings us to present day. Like this video ends when we got here yesterday.
It was uploaded 9 hours ago. So like they're literally posting in real time. I don't know if anybody else can appreciate this feat. The editing alone, much less everything else.
From the perspective of someone who creates videos, it's absolutely mind-blowing. So good job not only to Russ, but also to the entire team, especially the editors. I know this should be obvious, but for some reason it's just hitting me that every mile we drive right now is a mile that I'm running back in the opposite direction. So it's making this drive feel so much longer.
We're literally driving almost an hour.
So we're just all meeting at this random gas station. Like Russ just dropped a point on a map and then posted it on Instagram. Based on the hotel lobby this morning, I think there's gonna be more people here than I realized. I didn't know if I was gonna show up and it was gonna be like 5 people or 100, and I think it might be quite a few more than that.
There's the show. There's all the people.
It's gonna be a party.
All right, it's 10:08. Everyone has started walking, so I think someone somewhere has gotten word that they're close.
The van with the editors and the cameraman has just showed up first, and they're getting the credit they deserve. A full standing ovation. Now we're just waiting for the man of the hour.
I cannot fathom the feeling Russ must have right now. Like he is about to run up to all of these people cheering him on. Gosh, after all this time, like I just would love to know where he is emotionally. Physically, I have a pretty good idea of where he is.
Literally the most mileage I've ever done in a 4-day period of my life. And I'm doing it off the back of a 348-day warm-up.
The man, the myth, the legend, Russ Cook has arrived. Are we running that way? Oh.
Okay, good luck, I love you. Bye, Nate. Bye. I have no idea what's going on.
All right, it's a bit of chaos. I don't think we're going the direction that anyone thought we were. But we have officially started the final marathon. Still haven't seen Russ yet. I'm way in the back. This may be where I stay all day. At this point, I may never catch him, and I won't see him until the finish line, but that's okay.
Wow. What a rush. That was crazy. It is 10:43. All of a sudden, Russ appeared. I did not see him personally. Everyone started running and then they were gone. The locals have no idea what has hit this town. It is cracking me up.
meeting a lot of cool people from a bunch of different countries. So far, I've met people from South Africa, Romania, obviously tons of people from the UK, New Zealand, nice. It's amazing to see how many people come out from so many different backgrounds. Did you fly all the way here just for this?
Yeah.
Amazing.
24 hours of traveling.
Let's go. How'd you find Russ?
Instagram.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I started following him a couple weeks into the journey.
Oh,
and
nice.
I've just been hooked ever since.
Most of the time, the algorithm is a bad guy, but in this case, the algorithm did something good.
My plan is to drive along the route and cheer them on and get some fun videos and just try to capture the whole thing. And I know that Russ has his own thing going on. Nate has his own challenge that he's dealing with, but I gotta be honest, I have my own hurdles that I'm getting over today. Driving in a foreign country, hello, children are just running in the road. Don't worry. Hi. I'm a little nervous about it. I don't love driving. Like, some people are kind of into driving in cars, and I'm just not one of those people, especially in a foreign place. The towns, in our experience here so far, are quite hectic. I can't imagine what it's like when it's not Ramadan and there are way more people out and about.
The initial pace was quick. I think there was a lot of enthusiasm coming out of the gate. Also, these are not closed roads. And now everyone's settled into a nice slow pace. I feel like this is increasing my chances of finishing. Where are you from? I'm trying to... Sweden, all right, we're trying a new country. I'm trying to find as many countries as possible.
Hello, yeah. How many have you got?
Maybe like 6.
Oh, nice.
Also found somebody from Norway back there. How'd you hear about Russ?
YouTube.
Nice.
Follow there.
The algorithm.
The algorithms, yeah.
Amazing.
They know me.
One more win for the algorithm. Where are you from?
I'm from Tunisia.
Tunisia, yes! Yeah, vibes are so good right now. I think it's gonna get a lot quieter as we keep going.
I can't get over how crazy that was. I hardly even like said bye to Nate. He just started running with the herd. I know he's gonna do great. Nate is such an overachiever in everything he does. Like, he really truly like is all or nothing with every aspect of his life, which I absolutely love about him. So I know he's gonna finish this race if it means that he literally breaks in half.
Yeah. Buddha is fasting for Ramadan and attempting to run the marathon today.
My first marathon.
That is next
So we will
level,
see how
man.
it goes, man.
Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
Crazy. That gives me the motivation that I need to finish.
Let's keep it up.
Because if you can do it with no food, I can do it with all the food and water I have on me. I didn't feel like I was in the very back, but I think I caught it middle of the pack. Just feels like a good place to be this early on. This is next level running right here. I'm not actually sure who's part of this, but I love it. Can I ask, is this intentional?
Basically, I'm meant to be the film guy. What a balance my thing tonight. I'm going to the airport and back. Oh, brilliant. What a nightmare.
I thought the suitcase was a joke. Turns out he was actually running with it, trying to get somewhere.
Thankfully, it's a pretty, quiet country road for the most part on the route. Someone sent me a link that has like the 21K pinned, and then 10K, and then 5K, and then the finish line. So my plan is to go to each of those spots and just wait, I guess.
Dude, I love the beard. All right.
Okay.
Russ's cameraman gets a name. What's yours?
Josh.
Thanks, man.
Or hardest geezer, it's hard to tell.
He's in disguise today. So much respect for all the guys in this van. Y'all don't get enough credit. That's the van that's been giving him trouble the whole trip. I just heard it restart. Sounds rough. We are 5 miles in, the 9:40 pace. We're gonna be honest, this was not the slow group run that I was counting on.
Oh my gosh. I have found the runners. What a sight. Uh-oh. There we go. Sounds like the van's having some trouble starting. So there are, I don't know, 150 people running with about 20 cars behind them. There's a guy with a suitcase walking down the road. Not really sure what I should do here. Should I find a way to get around? Cannot believe I'm driving next to the blue van right now. Oh, it's smoking too. This is not good.
Hey Russ, just want to say it's an honor, man.
Thank you, sir.
Good. You had to do a lot to get here for everybody to be able to run with you, and that's epic. This guy just pointed out for me that this is my longest run of the year, so thanks for that. I've just crossed,
in a different continent.
I've just crossed that threshold, and in very different heat. This is Norway. I think that puts us in 9 countries.
This guy is a machine. In the heat
too
here.
kind.
30 degrees almost.
Strategy is staying in the front for now, so as I get slower I can drop back and potentially still finish. First attempt at calories. It's just so hot. Oh man, I love these things. Not gonna lie, I'm in bad shape. I don't want to say it too loud and bring down the vibe, but I'm struggling way more than I thought it would this early on.
Okay, I just stopped to check Nate's location to make sure I was going in the right direction because I wasn't sure of their route. And he's like barely moving. So I don't know if he's struggling or if the whole group is struggling. Which way are you going?
I'm caught in no man's land. Me and one other person.
That's right. Come on.
The fast group's up there. Everybody else is back here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm dying. I think we're about 8 miles in. This is how bad I was starting on mile 24 up on the marathon in Greece. All right, the walk is shame. I guarantee Kara's gonna be optimistically waiting for me to be up front, and I'm not gonna be there.
I'm in a line of cars going about 10 kilometers per hour. We're just driving right alongside the runners. Hopefully I'll pass Nate at some point, give him a little boost.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel better. Just got a little encouragement from the world famous YouTuber, Zach Alsop. That was great.
While I'm just driving at 5 kilometers per hour, I have some thoughts. I am not going to even pretend to act like I know what it's like to run the length of Africa. Just want to make that clear. However, last year, Nate and I rode a tandem bike across the US with our friends. You know, we were living in a van, we were doing something physically challenging, we were making videos. So I feel like we have the tiniest taste of what this experience has been like. Gosh, I can hardly even say it because it's not true, but like it's the best thing I have to compare it to.
Honestly, swallowing my pride so hard out here. But this run's not about me, it's about Russ, and he is smashing it.
Oh my gosh, there's Nate! Oh, he's walking, I hope he's okay. How you doing, Nate?
I don't look like I'm doing.
Are you okay?
I'm literally dying.
You're doing great. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to choose between finishing with Russ and getting in the car.
Poor Nate. Yeah, he looked like he was struggling. Shoot. Well, like I was saying, Russ has run 10 times the distance that we rode taking turns on a bike, which just, it's hard for me to wrap my mind around that. So obviously that is the biggest miracle of this whole thing, that he's actually done it. However, there are just a few things that I would really like to highlight that are the reasons that I have fallen in love with this journey and this crew that I just don't want to go unnoticed. And the first one is his team. Russ has not been alone in this challenge. I have been a support van before. Woo! Support van! And it is a full-time job. The logistics of everything, and Africa especially, like so many border crossings and police checks, you know, like figuring out where you're gonna meet up and getting enough food and water. It sounds like a total nightmare. And on top of that, they've been cranking out 2 videos a week. I mean, I genuinely don't know how they've done it. I really don't know how they've done it. As the editor in the relationship, I just have so much respect for those guys. And on top of that, at the end of our 36-day bike ride, I was so creatively depleted. I could not wake up and film myself in a van, riding on a bike, getting back in the van again. Like, I was so over it. So for them to still be making these videos so entertaining, they're so funny, the editing is so good.
What's the game plan for today?
Just gonna do that thing that I do a lot.
Mad props to the editing crew. I really, truly don't know how you did it.
I don't mean to embarrass you on camera, but I found somebody to walk with, and he is from Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is the town that I grew up in. All right, we're back, we're running. We decided if Russ can run the entire length of Africa, we can push through for a day. That's the finish line.
All right, and the last thing I'll point out is just who Russ is as a person. In case you don't know, he is doing this whole nutty challenge for charity, and he is giving away every single penny that he is making from this. He's risking his life, he's breaking his body, going through this insane journey, and then not making a penny. Just shows who he is and how big his heart is.
I love the contrast to this. There's a bunch of people out here going about their daily life, wondering what in the world we're all doing. It looks flat in the camera, but this is a giant hill.
Yeah. Oh, there they go. Hi team. Gosh, I'm so starstruck. Like I said before, we are going to be donating probably more than Nate wants to, because I just am so excited about this. The link is going to be in the description. If you feel inspired, or if Russ has made you smile, or if you've been affected in any way by what he's done, please donate to his charities. Oh my gosh, Russ is right behind me. This is awesome. I can't believe it. Somehow I got in front of everyone. Oh my gosh, yay! Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I love being crew.
Yeah!
We just started running for the camera.
This group's doing walk 3, run 7. That's the new goal.
Love it!
Hey!
Woo! Gang! Oh, okay. I feel like Nate has found a little crew that he's excited to run with. Sounds like they've made some goals together. It's gonna be great. I am just going to not be in neutral and get right back in the queue of cars who all just passed me. Pretty excited about the shot that I got of Russ and his crew. He seemed like he was in a good place. Oh my gosh, I seriously am so starstruck. It's so crazy. There's Nate again. Y'all need anything? You good?
What up? Just pretend like it's been 7 minutes.
I'm just happy that he's smiling. Oh, I was worried there for a minute. Oh man, we're on our first big hill of the trip so far. It's a beautiful one. Wildflowers, trees, but it is steep.
Angel on the side of the road. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you so much.
Take care. Have fun.
Thought I could squirt myself with this, but you have to bite it.
So as I crested this hill, I watched some guys literally carrying a man, like completely lifeless looking, over into the grass. I think he must have passed out from heat exhaustion, and it was not looking good. It was really scary. And I just had to stop, because if it was Nate, you know, like I would hope that somebody would stop and help him. So I just like took all the floorboards out of the rental, and people were using them to fan him off, and I think he's finally like conscious. They called an ambulance. I think he's gonna be okay, but gosh, that was awful. I really hated seeing that. But it was definitely a wake-up call that this is no joke. I hope Nate doesn't push himself to that level.
I knew black was a bad idea. Getting serious about trying to stay cool. I've definitely been feeling lightheaded. I thought, well, I'll just push through, but I just made it real. All right, well, this is going worse than expected. See you soon.
Love you.
Love you. I'll be okay.
Take care of yourself.
I'll sit down before I pass out.
Please. Love you. Oh.
All right, 1 mile away from the halfway point. Hopefully my poor performance out here today is just helping to highlight Russ's achievement. I would say this and the Borough race are the 2 hardest single day physical challenges that I've ever attempted.
Oh, I love it. All right, I made some new friends. Ambulance came, everything's gonna be fine. There were some hot runners who needed a ride. That is what I'm here for. AC, we even got some people in the trunk.
Honestly, seeing the guy passed out back there really shook me. In my mind, I was just gonna keep pushing on no matter how hard it got, but I've definitely been feeling lightheaded, and yeah, maybe it was good to be reminded of the realities of what can happen, so I'll play it a little safer from here on out. I may be hurting, but I can still appreciate the beauty of Tunisia. It's incredible here. These yellow flowers with the rolling green hills. Definitely not how I pictured this country. And then just knowing that we're gonna end at the beach, it's amazing. Pretty sure that's gonna be the route, going down the valley and then up and over that hill. All right, I think everybody stopped to take a halfway break and I've caught back up. I didn't think there was any way. Oh, that's the boost I needed. All right, that was the halfway point. The tunes are pumping, the energy's back. I don't think I'll keep up for long, but give it a second go. So cool to see that many people running together. One man with a crazy dream inspired hundreds of people to come run a marathon in the middle of nowhere, Tunisia. It's incredible.
Ow, ow!
Back on the run for a brief moment.
Woo!
Good time. Oh, is this for the YouTube channel? Nice! We picked up a new film guy. Glad I was running when they passed. These guys are from Tunisia. They've been legends. Checking on me, making sure I didn't need any more water or anything like that. Everybody's so friendly. Like from the beginning, everybody was watching out for each other, but especially since the guy had a heat stroke, like every car that passes is just making sure you're okay if you're walking. Really cool to see. Just turned into a puddle. Oh, I won't say I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling surprisingly better. I actually ran a little bit, kept up a lot longer than I thought I would.
Now we've decided to go off-roading. Hello, just a man on a donkey. Love it.
Turns out I'm not the only one. Just keeping cool is the issue. My legs actually feel pretty good. I've definitely gotten a second wind. I just get lightheaded every once in a while. Well, definitely cooler, but I kind of feel like I'm gonna vomit. It was too much at once. All right, according to Strava, which did pause for a brief moment, I'm almost 18.5 miles in. At the 8-mile mark, I didn't think there was any way I was making it this far. Definitely starting to feel it again, but an hour and a half ago was by far the worst I felt. I'm keeping this to pour over my head.
We are taking this little rental car on some rough roads. It's all part of the mission.
So far on the mission.
Gotta finish strong, boys. Woo woo! Here we go! Should I go this way where the road is? Oh my gosh. We're on our own adventure. Yeah. Some people are running a marathon, other people are just surviving in the car.
It sounded like Oh
shoot. Oh shoot. We're in the sand. We're in the sand. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, we did it. Feeling pretty good that we're gonna make it. Surely it's not that much further.
Well, never mind. I was about to say this is so beautiful. This is the first shade that I've ran through all day, but now I'm running through sand, so I'm going at about 50% speed.
All right, we are officially 10 kilometers from the finish line. Everyone has just stopped in this beautiful shady area. Everybody's just put their car in park here on this sketchy gravel road. I love my new friends. One of them's name is Jack, and he's become like the B-roll master. He's been getting out, getting cool shots of the car, so you can thank him for that. I don't think Nate is here yet, but it seems like everybody's just taking a little breather.
That's it. That is officially the 20-mile mark. Feels like the end is in sight. I can only imagine how Russ is feeling right now. Feels like an accomplishment for me, but man. Kara and I have done a few things that have lasted like a week or 2 weeks. The longest one has been a month, and the ending of those just always feels, like I'm always filled with so many mixed emotions. So I can't imagine doing the same thing for a year straight and it being over.
Here's Nate!
What a struggle.
Way to go!
Oh my goodness.
Proud of you! You're doing it! I knew you could do it.
I didn't think I was gonna do it for a good while.
Really? Tell me everything.
The 8-mile mark was by far the worst I felt.
Oh.
And to be feeling that bad that early on, I did everything I'd get here.
I need you to meet our new videographer.
Oh, thank you for that. That's amazing. I saw you hanging out in the back of the car. This might be the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. There was a moment there when I never thought I'd see anybody again. For us to just be partying at the finish line, I was still gonna be walking down the road.
I'm loving this.
Oh, this is so good. We're gonna finish.
10 more Ks!
All right, I gotta go though before I get super behind again.
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
Good luck. Bye. All right, now we get in the car and hope that this road continues to be drivable. Because if not, I don't know what we're gonna do.
All right, the last 10K. See if I can keep up a little better. They pretty much left as soon as I got there again, and I'm already in the back. I think I just heard someone say that Russ had been resting there for an hour, if that gives you any idea of the pace he's going at. Not that I'm going fast.
All right, we're in the middle of lots of runners, as you can see. There's a big old pile of sand that we have to get through. Yeah, that was Nate. I feel like I need to have some speed before I get to this sand, so I'm letting everybody pass so I can get a good window. I don't want to like hit the speed and then hit a runner and not be able to stop and then get stuck in the sand. Ready? All right, here we go. We're going. We're going. We're in the sand. It's happening. We did it. Yes.
Wow, just off-roading in the VW, huh?
I know.
I've been driving a van for too long. That's it. Well, that's a donkey, but that is the ocean. The finish line to some degree is in sight. Oh, wow. What a legend. 5K to go from running the entire length of Africa. And he's happily taking selfies with people.
Oh my gosh, life is good. We're on the pavement, we're going down, and we can see the sea. I just got this like adrenaline rush just seeing it. Like we're so close. Ones and twos, people. 5K left.
It's like thundering ones and twos.
This is it, the final 5K. There's no way I'm keeping up to see him finish. I'll just have to watch it on Kara's video. I don't think this little trail run was part of the plan. I think Russ wanted to give us a taste of what it's like to make a wrong turn and have to run a little bit further. Very humbling. There it is, the first clear view. I'm filled with so much joy just from seeing the water. I would give anything to be inside Russ's head right now.
All right, we have made it to the beach. We're almost to the northernmost point in the whole continent of Africa. And now we wait. Couldn't have done it without my new friend, Jack.
Hi, guys. All right, according to my Strava, we've just passed the 26.2 mile mark, which is a full marathon. It was kind of messing with my head a bit, but we are so close. Let's go.
I am officially stepping on the northernmost point of all of Africa. We're here. Europe is that way. Let me check Nate's location. Oh my gosh, he's only a mile away.
I see the beach. We're almost there. Oh my goodness.
Pretty soon they're gonna be running from up there down to this party. They have an actual red finish line for him to run through. 1 more kilometer. I am so nervous for some reason. I don't know how to feel. Oh my gosh, he's almost here. I don't know what's happening, but somebody's playing music. He is being bombarded. What a beautiful moment. Where's Nate? I hope he's here.
A little over 6 hours and 28 miles later, we've made it to the northernmost point in Africa. It's been a very humbling experience. There were multiple times today when I did not think I was gonna make it here on foot. But more importantly, Russ Cook has just made history. What a cool thing to be a part of. I might die now, but it was worth it. This is the tip. People are going in the water down there. That sounds like the perfect way to end this day.
You did it!
Oh my goodness, that's so gross.
How are you?
I might die, but I'm glad I did it.
You made it all the way to the top of Africa.
Gosh. I did not think that was gonna happen.
I'm so proud of you. You're so wet.
You played a big part in today.
Yeah, seriously. I'm so happy.
Thank you so much. You coming in?
Yeah, how was that not your shot?
No! The camera.
Let's do it. You ready?
3, 2, 1. What an epic place to finish. Please go subscribe to Russ's channel. Go watch the journey from the beginning. Let's get him to 1 million subscribers. The link to donate will be down below. Let's get him to £1 million for charity. Oh, what a journey. That's gonna be my last marathon for a long time.
Also, I think maybe we've been saying Tunisia wrong. I think it might be Tunisia.
Please don't make that the top comment on this video, because the top comment on our train video through Canada is me pronouncing the small pieces of food that you get before
We'll write it on the screen.
a full meal.
We're not gonna say it.
I still don't know how to say it right.
Canapé.
I honestly don't either.
I've tried to do research and I still feel like I was saying it right, but that is obviously not the consensus of it.
I read a bunch of reviews that were like, nightmare, run for this rental company.
Oh,
I just lowered my expectations like to the bottom.
The weirdest rental car experience ever. Some random lady like approached us, who I thought was definitely trying to scam us, but then a lady showed up with a folder that had a piece of paper with their name on it, so they knew we were coming, so that'd be a pretty impressive scam to pull off. And then she just like walked us out to a random car in the parking lot, so we may be stealing this car, I'm not sure.
Hi, Mr. Cow.
Hello, Mr. Cow.
Before I choke to death, swallow him up.